What's going on, guys? I'm Jay the Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I'm making this video because I want to talk about actor, host, Alfonso Ribeiro. I know y'all pretty much remember him from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where he played Carlton Banks. And it would seem like on the outside, when you look at him, he sort of mirrors his character a bit. But people, for some reason, have this issue, or they find it funny, the way his family looks, right? The fact that and according to some of the comments, which is absolutely ridiculous, because this guy doesn't go around talking about or disrespecting anybody. They're talking about his family and how white the family look. They already had an issue with, him and, being with his wife and not being unapologetic about it. Now, he had already talked about some months back about how he didn't feel accepted by black people, or the online black community, which I think should be separate, because these people complain and they pretend as if they care about the black community or black people when they really don't. They really don't. They're full of it. They're full of it. And a lot of these people have no life of their own. So they see Alfonso, who is being happy and proud about his family, and he's posting about it, and it drives these people up a wall. This is a guy, once again, he doesn't talk about people. He doesn't get into drama or into beef, but they seem to want to comment all the time about who he's married to, what his children looks like. I mean, when you are in an interracial relationship, you're going to have biracial children that's not going to look like you, and it may not even look like your wife, or the same could be said for women who get into melanated women that get into relationships with Caucasian men. They have mixed kids. The kids may not look like either one of them. But for some reason, he's constantly a target. People caring way too much about how his family look. Do they have a problem with how white his family look, or do they have a problem with them posting him with his family? Because we all know some of you are envious. Some of you want to be in an interracial relationship badly, desperately. And you make fun of other people who are in the same type of relationship you want to be in. So you pretend to throw up your RBG flag, and you put on your dashiki, and you want to talk about who other people are dating. Listen, I don't constantly talk about who melanated women are dating, even though they love to flaunt their interracial relationships. I don't care. That's your life. If you're happy with that person, it is what it is. But you won't see them getting attacked like Alfonso Ribeiro gets attacked, or some of these other guys get attacked just for simply having a Caucasian wife. I've made a couple different videos of guys being attacked randomly for who they're with. And then they try to make some excuse about, well, he disrespected black women. How do you know that? You're going off what you think happened. Okay? You're going off what you think happened to justify you attacking this man who doesn't attack anybody else. If you are happy with who you are, you shouldn't have to worry about who somebody is dating. But the thing is, when they see a melanated man who's happy, who's living his life, all of a sudden now he ain't with a black woman, so it's a problem. Well, y'all didn't want a guy like Alfonso Ribeiro. Just be honest. A lot of you are not checking for an Alfonso Ribeiro. A lot of you melanated women, you're not checking for him. So why would you care if he's with a Caucasian woman and he has these mixed children? He's posting this, but why would that even matter to you? Why would that make you want to go to social media and comment on that post and repost the picture and make fun of his family, talking about how they look? Why does that even register in your mind? Don't you have something better to do? Don't you? You know what I'm saying? It's just like me making videos constantly about interracial couples and who, these melanated women are really choosing and all this. I have no interest in doing that whatsoever. If I bring up race and the issues because it was an issue before I even said anything. The race was already made an issue. You know, I'm like the next person. I like to make fun and clown certain things. I would never clown a man and his family. All right. I would never clown a man and his family. Unless, you know, I will say this though, if a guy is out here disrespecting other people, talking bad about other people and their families, if somebody says something about them and their family, not in a disrespectful way, but they say, well, hey, you know, Alfonso, since you're saying this and that, how come your family look, you know, whiter? You know, your kids look just like your Caucasian wife and don't even look like you at all. Okay. You looking like an extra in the picture, you know, but that's not what's going on here. What's going on is that you have people who feel some type of way. If you just go look at some of Alfonso's posts with his wife and look at some of the comments. He's being called a sellout. They're making fun of how his wife looks. Why do you people care? And you know those are not men. Those are not men who are saying those things. Trust me, I know. I think it's very weird for people to be this invested in who a man is dating or married to. Because I guarantee you, if we would constantly talk about these black female celebrities and who they're with, and we're making videos or we're reposting their family pictures and making fun of them and telling them how they don't look like their children, y'all would take heavy issue with that. And listen, I have to call things down the middle. Why are you concerning yourself with this man and his family? This man doesn't say anything about y'all. He doesn't disrespect you because you know they love to make excuses about, yeah, well, he's been disrespecting us. Well, I don't think so. You can't use that excuse here. Why are you so invested in who Alfonso Ribeiro is married to? Why are you so interested in who he's with and how his family looks? When you are having children with someone of another race, the children again may not come out looking like you, but they're pretty much your children. I'm sure they're his children. They may not even look like his wife. They are going to look a bit different because they are mixed. So of course, you know, it's going to look different. That's a choice that you make when you marry somebody of a different race and you have children with them. You're going to know that the children are not going to look like you directly. They may have some of your features, but they're not going to look like you directly. Now, I want to read something real quick about Alfonso Ribeiro and what he said in August about how he's not accepted by black people. Now, this was an actual article from Black Enterprise. And the title of the article was Alfonso Ribeiro says he's not accepted by black people. Black Twitter reminds him why. So because he's married to a Caucasian woman, he's not to be accepted by black people. But listen, only a black man who's married to a Caucasian woman will be treated like this. We don't talk about the numerous melanated women who are married outside their race who don't get this same energy. They really don't. Alfonso Ribeiro, better known as Carlton Banks, Will Smith's corny, geeky cousin in the television sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, decided to talk about being ostracized by the black community by having a Caucasian wife, except Black Twitter reminded him that he was not on top of anybody's mind. Well, when you talk about and repost pictures of his family, I think that's going to cause him to speak about it. Okay? Because y'all are the ones talking about and reposting his pictures and reminding him that he's married to a Caucasian woman. Ribeiro is currently the host of America's Funniest Home Videos, spoke exclusively to Atlanta Black Star about the stigma that came with playing such a popular character on an iconic show. But he also said he feels that being married to a Caucasian woman places him in an uncomfortable position when he's out in public and sees the looks he receives, combined with being typecast as Carlton Banks and being in a mixed marriage. He said it makes him feel like black people will never accept him. I would say this though. I would tell him not to care about that. Who cares if they accept you? Those people want to be with Caucasian people. Whenever you have somebody that doesn't like you because you're with somebody of another race, that is because they want to do the same thing, but they don't have the strength. They don't have, they know what I'm saying? They're afraid of what people are gonna say. You know, this online black community, because there's two different ones. You got the online one, then you got the one outside of it. But you know, these guys know, you know, he's been with her for a while. I can't talk about his experience because we do get more vitriol. We do get a lot more of people's emotions when it comes to who we're dating. Just look at some of the commentary that's been made about black men and who they're married to. Look at this platform. Just go look up black men and who they're dating, who they're choosing. that tells you everything you need to know. Being black isn't something that I try to be, it's who I am, he said. Ribeiro was asked about a particular scene in the episode Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when he tried to pledge to a black fraternity where he was met with skepticism. The writer, Jasmine Elise, asked him if he's ever encountered that feeling in real life. It still happens almost every day. Unfortunately, I am in a mixed relationship, Ribeiro responds, and I get things and looks, comments constantly. And I find it very interesting because you see a lot of things on social media where people say things and people have positions and perspectives. And it's not easy to say, to make that choice because you are not at home in any home. I'm never going to be white and I'm never going to be fully supported in the black house. So I'm in my own little world with support from almost no one. To be in love with someone I've fallen in love with, how does that make sense? It doesn't. We all want to live in a world where everyone is accepted for being and loving and living the way that they choose to live. I will support any person who wants to live in a world that they want to live in. I'll support a discriminate person to live in a world where they want to live in. They don't have to be around me. Listen, man, I honestly, I don't think he should care. I don't care who anybody dates. I really don't. I would just tell you to be careful. I would just tell you to be careful and be mindful of what's going on out here. This is a crazy world that we're in. Just check out some of my most recent videos. Check out some of my most recent videos and you'll see why this world is crazy. Now, again, speaking about race is not something I do normally. I speak about it when it needs to be spoken about. In this situation, I feel like Alfonso Ribeiro is kind of stuck because he wants to be accepted, but I'm telling him who cares. I think there's other people who told him who cares. I think that he should understand that people are going to feel the way they feel, and there's really nothing you can do about it. Stop caring about what people think. As long as you're with a woman who's good to you and happy to be with you, and you're happy to be with her and your family is good, it shouldn't really matter at the end of the day. Do what you want to do, okay? So let me know in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.